Sorry, haters, we're back. Hey, it's been almost a month, but we'll go over the reason why here in a minute. But I'm sure most people know. But anyway, hey, Kendra, we're back, man.
We are back.
We're back. You
We
really
I
don't go
finally know
anywhere.
what day's Wednesday now.
Gosh, and 8 p.m. at that.
Yeah.
Normally we're at 7, but Kendra obviously had important pickle work to do, so we made it 8 o'clock. And it probably is a good thing because I
Yeah, you just got home. Say don't blame me.
10 of 8, 10 of 8, I tried to get into the studio and I'm like, I don't have a camera and I don't have a mic. Why aren't they working? So I had to hurry up and scramble through. And I still don't know why. They just started working. So, hey, we're here. It's good to be back. Um, I just want to reach out real quick to the Pullen family is absolutely 100% amazing. I'm telling you. You people blow me away, man. Last night, yesterday evening, we were at Schuylkill County Fair. It's Schuylkill Haven to me, but Summit Station, Pennsylvania. But and I spent as much time talking to pullers, inquiring about my father, than I did talking to anybody else. And I love that stuff. It's amazing. It blows me away. Um, the support and love and prayers that people give you. And this Pullen family is absolutely amazing. And I thank each and every one of you that's reached out to me, rather on Facebook, in person, messaging, whatever. Uh, I will say this: the reason I was late is that they moved my father back to the rehab facility um, in Bel Air, and I'm not quite sure. We were told he had an elevated temperature, but I don't. I can tell you one thing: when I walked in the hospital this evening, before they moved him, I was blown away. He's like a totally different person. He was alive, kicking his legs and stuff, trying to throw the covers off of him on the bed. And he's going to be walking soon, man. I'm telling you, his legs are strong. He had a pretty strong kick. Everything checks out 100%. He did have a heart valve replacement and a pacemaker put in, and I've never seen him today, considering the man's pushing 80 in November. So, uh, yeah, I mean he hasn't been this alive, if you will, even before he went. Probably I got to go back a couple years. He's got to get the fear factor of falling out of his mind, and they got to work with him. He's moving his arms, flailing his legs around, so he's going to be walking pretty soon again. So tickled to death for that. And I thank each and every one of you for your thoughts and prayers. And hey, I keep on. I'll talk about him every event, all through the event, all night tonight. But we got other stuff to talk about. And unfortunately, Kendra, we do have a bit of bad news coming
Yes.
from the Snyder County Tractor Pullers event in Montour County. And I forget the exact name, Kendra, Montour or something fair.
Montour de Leon, I think is how it's
Montour de
pronounced.
Leon. Anybody that's been around tractor pulling any amount of time uh, will certainly know the Keystone Cop. And I think Dad's all brain dead is showing up on me. But John Oswald, took me a minute to think of his name. I apologize for that. Cause John Oswald's been, I grew up watching him, uh, passed away in a freak deal. Um, I'm not sure the cause, if it was heart attack, whatever. I do know uh, they were administering CPR with him, and I'm pretty sure the story will say he passed inside the ambulance. I don't remember, but I do know he was on the tractor, hooked to the sled, had pulled forward and started building boost, and things went awry from there. And we just want to wish the Oswald family well wishes. Our hearts are with you, prayers, and that was a tough loss, tough shot to the pulling world. Any of them are, but John has been at it a very long time, and we are saddened by the news. So
And something that I found just almost, let me see if I can go back so I don't misspeak on any of these facts. Um, John Oswald's wife was actually his second wife.
that's correct.
Um, her father was, let me see here. Her father was Larry McMaster, who pulled the John Deere 6030 called Putty Tat way back when. And not only did she lose her husband on a pulling tractor on their wedding anniversary, she also lost her father in the seat of his pulling tractor.
In a very horrific accident.
Yeah. The pump stuck in the driveway from the story, as I recall. So, needless to say, she not only did she come from a pulling family, but two of her greatest losses unfortunately happened in the seat of a pulling vehicle. So definitely thoughts and prayers to her and everything that she's going through right now.
Absolutely.
And any time that there is a sudden death, it is a whole nother level of mourning. But to have the death happen, I can't imagine losing somebody in front of a fairgrounds. I just can't imagine being in her shoes.
Nope.
And speaking to multiple people who have been there, who were there the night of the accident or his death, luckily it wasn't an accident. It was just his passing. It really shook a lot of people who I consider to be very strong. Chris Hoyt, Corey Forrester was there, Vern. Vern was administering CPR, and for those who don't know, Vern Zerby is a cardiac nurse. He literally takes care of people as soon as they come out of the operating room for open heart surgery. So if you're going to have anybody by your side while going through heart struggles, Vern was the guy to have there. And I think it rocked a lot of people there that night. So, thoughts and prayers to everybody who was there and witnessed that.
Thank you, Vern Zerby. We need more people like you.
Yeah. He, as Vern does, obviously I was not there, but have been told by multiple sources that Vern just stayed calm.
The true professional. They have a level that is untouchable by many. It's amazing.
Yeah. So hats off to Vern. Hats off. Chris Hoyt was there for a lot of it. And Chris Hoyt was close with the Oswalds, obviously, Case family there.
Yep.
I think John was actually supposed to stay with the Hoyt family that night. And it was just quite, I think it shook a lot of people. And I think it's a wake-up call that, we obviously do not know when our end is.
Yeah.
And are you being summoned?
Oh, they just got, Cindy and my mother just got home from the rehab. So.
But yeah, unfortunately, some very sad news coming out of the polling community while we were gone. So,
and another incident occurred a few years back at Pocomoke City, Maryland, and Tim Ammons administered, emergency care to a driver's father-in-law. I don't want to get into names, but he's another one that on the scene, another one that did what he had to do and could do, and unfortunately, it wasn't enough. And it's no qualms to no fault of Tim Ammons, and we thank him back then for because my understanding was he was like on it. So that was scary. That was creepy, scary down there. So it all is. But bottom line is to these families, love and support. They need something. Take a minute, talk to them. It means a lot. It meant a lot to me. Just for I wasn't in that dire of a situation, though. In my mind, it was tough to sleep at night early on because I'm thinking, what's next? What is going to be next? And University of Maryland, my hat's off to you. I hated going to Baltimore every day, but what a class act. Those guys are amazing. Okay, this is a truck and tractor pull page, and we apologize for it. Just a lot of I've been doing this for over a month, and it's sometimes I just got to get it off my chest. But we still got him here, and I was just blown away by his progress today. Wow, can't wait to see him again. Pretty soon he's going to start picking back at me. I've been picking on him, and he used to just grumble at me, give me a look, because he wasn't all there. Now he is, and he's going to start biting back, and that's what I'm looking for. So, yeah, the man was asked his name, his birth date, et cetera, and he didn't hesitate one bit. And that's the first time he's been able to do that since all this crap started. So,
Good.
yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, truck and tractor pulling, man. I tell you what, I know. Unfortunately, we had a very good pull last night. I was number one happy to be able to get in the truck and go to a pull and help John do some teching and paperwork and stuff. And
you didn't have to have a driver, because before you had to have a driver with your knee.
That's a good point. You're right. Yeah, I've had a rough year. I used to have to say, Mike, I need you. You got to drive. Yeah, I've been driving for a while now, but yeah, it was a great pool last night. Considering the circumstances that they had there last year, I wasn't there because I had COVID last year. I missed all these pools that are coming up now that I'm able to go to. I missed so last year, but top notch pool last night. I was very happy with the poolers, the workers. It was a fantastic time. I don't know what the heck happened last year, but this year was awesome. So, anyway, Bel Air. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Bel Air real quick. And there's Doug Heyman, the man of the hour. We're gonna talk about a pool that's coming up this Saturday. Last year was the first annual benefit event for Shriners. I believe it was, Doug. I apologize, I don't have it in front of me, and my brain's not working right now. So, but we're going to go over that. I got a flyer from East Coast, and we're going to talk about that pool. It's a benefit pool. It did pretty well last year. A little different this year. It's an East Coast Pro Pooling event, and I'm sure the advertising is going out there again. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Right when she goes in the door on that cushion. Okay, sorry. But anyway, I told you it was a last minute buzz getting home here. But we're going to talk about that. It is a fundraiser that Doug and the crew down there do, and it was awesome last year. This year, we want people in the seats. We want pullers there pulling. We want to raise some money for a very good cause. Believe me, the last month has really showed me how important money is for medical care and stuff. So let's do that. And thank you, Dustin Freeburn. I appreciate that. And Randy Proctor was saying we lost a puller at a pool a few years ago at the end of his run, heart attack. That's just, and I think about that with John Oswald. What if that would have been mid run?
Yep.
That's it's sad it happened, but I guess if it had to happen,
that's where it needed to happen.
Somebody upstairs was looking out for him, in my opinion. So, anyway, truck and tractor pulling. Doug, I appreciate you. I sent him a message. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get him on here live with us, but I asked him if he could come in to the live chat for the duration of the show, just in case, we can hit him up for questions and stuff, and he can at least answer us that way. So, Doug, if you want to come on live, it's really simple. I'll send you a link. But I know I don't want to put you on the spot either. So you can answer us the way you have it now, or I can send you the link. So anyway, I'm going to go back to last Friday night, the Harford County Farm Fair. Harford County Farm Fair is something else. I want to tell you what, if you're going to have some bad weather, all you got to do is have truck and tractor pulling at Bel Air, Maryland. Let me tell you what, man.
Hey, the truck got pressure washed. It was great.
Yeah, definitely pressure washed. And I tell you what, we had got home from the hospital from Baltimore, and we were bumbling around here. And I'm like, well, I need to get the Bel Air mics down there and filming and stuff. And I said, yeah, he needs help or something like that. And I tell you what, they got the pool started, and next thing I know, before it hit there, it kind of wrapped around funny the way the storm system come in. We had a tornado warning here where I live, and I mean, they were like right now PDS, which is pretty dangerous situation, whatever, particularly dangerous situation, from Jarrettsville, Cardiff, yada yada, through here street where I live, and on, and headed for Rising Sun. And I'm like, we gathered the cats up and headed to a basement down at my parents' house, and I'm gonna tell you what, there was a lot of cloud to ground lightning, and I can't even tell you the deluge of rain we got. It was incredible, but everything's
I
still
know.
standing.
Yeah, John Mans, he was at the pool with us, and I don't know how far he lives from the pool. I know he lives just up across the state line there. But he had serious wind damage. Like, I think he lost a building, lost a bunch of trees.
Yes. Yeah,
so it definitely could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
At one point, there was 17 of us there in Norm's trailer because we were the only one with a covered trailer there in our little line. And I was frying up hamburgers, and somebody was like, so what happens if a tornado comes through here? I said, I guess we're all going out together.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I'm just going to sit here and keep frying up burgers and try to ignore all the all the crazy that's happening outside. I do think somebody said there was a transformer fire or something right outside the fairgrounds, and
there was. I heard that people were standing around in their haulers wherever they could safely. He kept seeing flashes and pops, and
yeah.
Even the next day we went down through there. We almost actually had an accident there because when you're coming down 24 to make a left into town to come around the mall and go back there, that normal turn there was closed off because the light was out. There was no electricity, so they go past it and take the other ramp when you're coming northbound, and we're making left-hand turns out of there. And yeah, we come pretty close to popping somebody in the rear end. You just slam on the brakes and turn.
Yeah.
You can't do that, folks. Go down to the next red light and turn left where it's safe. But yeah, they I don't know if I think it got electric through there later that day or the next day. I can't remember. So it was a mess. There's a lot of tree damage and stuff. So straight line winds, tornado, I don't know. I haven't heard. So if it was weak, but enough to do damage. Obviously, poor John. John's not far from here. John's 10-minute drive from here, maybe 15 minutes. So he's probably just under a half hour from Bel Air. So but some stuff got tore up. Anyway, Harford County. No coffee. I didn't have time to make my coffee. We're drinking sweet tea. I one class. Had four classes on the schedule for Bel Air, but 466 Hot Farm was the only class that got to run.
Barely.
And I mean barely. Barely. Mike Walker, I'm not going to pick on you. Leave it alone. I promise. It's okay. You did a good job. I understand why you got out of there. This morning was the first time I seen the whole video through that class, and there was a lot of lightning starting to dance around there. So,
well, yeah, Alan, the last driver, he went down the track in the dark.
Went down the track in the dark and sat there because he didn't have steering. I believe it was.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
That's another funny trick from last night. Yeah, he sat on his track and had his steering or something.
Oh my!
I said, "Well, where was your crew chief?" His crew chief's Mike Mills, and I said, "Where's your crew chief?" Well, he was sitting out in his truck. You got to understand him, guys. And let them tell the story. It's really funny. But Mike thought he was just sitting out there going to wait it out. But anyway, we'll get to it. We had 10 tractors on hand for the 466 Hot Farm class. Ray Norris with Pack and Heat took the win at 298.16. Second was Doug Heyman, our star tonight, if you will, with the Bulls binder at 296.42. Third was Alan Lynch with Betting on Green at 293.91. Maybe the crew chief needs to stay in the truck more often, huh, Alan? Fourth was Brian Morrison with the Shed Shaker, 284.62. Fifth was Mike Moreland with Digging Deep. Glad to see him back out. 284.17. Sixth, Luke Gladhill, the rookie this year with the Weapon X John Deere at 281.89. Seventh was Paul Richardson with Venomous and Alice Chalmers, 280.42. Eighth was Brad Peters with the Grub Killer Case, 280.31. A lot of 280s in there, man. It's really tight competition. Ninth, Kevin Windsor Sr. with driving Ray Norris's well armed John Deere at 278.93. And 10th was Nick Morrison with Toxic International with a DQ. Nick.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking.
He said it just wouldn't come back. Tried, just wouldn't come back. So we understand, but it's tough at your hometown pool.
Yep.
I will say our hometown boys. Let's see here: Alan Lynch, Brian Morrison, Paul Richardson, Nick Morrison. They're all Harford County boys here. So good showing, guys. Even you, Nick. It's okay. Poor Nick.
You tried your best.
So that wrapped up the week for East Coast Pro Pulling last week. We tried to have a big pool at Bel Air, but it didn't happen. So, how about you, Kendra?
So, do you want me to cover interstate, or do you want to go into school kill?
Well, I figured we'd go back at least 2 weeks. So, this week and last week.
Okay. Well, that's still going to be a lot. So I told JR before we started the show that I was looking at the interstate schedule and actually miscounted or misspoke earlier. Interstate, since our last show, was at 8 county fairs.
Wow.
So, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry, but I forgot to count Woodstock in there. So interstate has been very, very busy. So I thought, for sake of time, we would just do a quick rundown of where everybody is at in their points.
And I'll be right back. You take it from here.
So I'm just going to go over the top 5 of all of our different classes, where they are standing in the points races. So I'm just going to go down the order that they are on the website. Right now, for the 8500 mod turbo, Z unit is sitting in the first place with 442 points. Second place, right behind him, is Vern's other tractor with Dr. LZ. Yankee's been doing most of the driving on that one. Third place in points right now is Bull Ride of BJ Wilkins. Fourth place is Papa Smurf with Jason Forrester. And rounding out the top 5 in points is Antrim Tantrum. That tractor is driven by Multiple. However, it is registered under Philip Price. Next, we'll go over the light limiteds. They've been having quite a few hooks here recently, the last couple weeks. Their class is very, very popular. Right now, sitting in the points lead is Ricky Tavner with the Red Tornado. Second place, Sue Johnson with the Iron Maiden, right on his tail. Third is Michael Thomas with the Steel in Time. Fourth place is Ben Flaherty Jr. with the Smokin' Red. And fifth place is newcomer to the class this season, Tabitha Samsel with the Hot Mess Express. That they actually, let me look here at they will be up at West End Fair that I'm sure we will be talking about here soon. Next, we'll go over the 10,000 pound Pro Farm. Again, this class not having quite as many pools as they have in the past, however, still a strong showing on the interstate circuit. Right now in the points lead is Stitch, driven by Mark Culbertson, coming out of the Forester Pulling Team stable.
Did you say second, Stitch or Stitch?
Stitch.
Stitch, okay.
Second place right now is All Hooked Up, which is the former High Cotton tractor, driven by Chris Pangle. Third is Old Blue by Old Bobby Scheidt. Fourth right now is Beefy with Anthony Hamrick in the seat. And rounding out the top 5 is Ivan Hessong with the Limestone Binder. He was a little late coming out this season, but he is coming back with a vengeance. Next, we'll go into the Hot Farm. This class is definitely has seen better days, but I'm hoping that we've had a couple newcomers here these last couple pools, so hopefully it's going to be gaining in popularity again. We'll just go over top 3 because those are the ones with the highest points. Right now in the points lead is Marshall Beidel with the Marshall Law. Second is Mark Lawson. And third is Tommy Eppard with the Snortin' Horse. Next, we will go down into the small block minis. These guys also have a pool coming up here at the Union County West End Fair. Looks like we have a couple ties that'll be divided up here soon. Right now in the lead is John Sutton with the Bear Tracks. Second is Wesley Williamson with the Adrenaline, only 6 points behind. And then 2 points behind them, we have a tie for third, which is Stephen Nath with the Stallduster and Matt Weitscher with the Dirt Demon at 108. And then tied for fifth, we have John Sutton and Justin Freet on the Rattler and Stephen Goodwin with the Warhawk. Next, we'll go over the big block class. And father-son duo right now, first and second place. Denny Winger is in the lead with the big block Chevy. And Stephen Winger is second place with the Pit Bull, 2 points separating them. Third place is Rob Wise with the long shot. Fourth is Denny Martin with Against All Odds. And tied for fifth is going to be Matt Weisscher with the Dirt Devil and Roy Snyder with the Rat Rod. Next, we'll go down into the 7,800 modified class. This class, again, always consistent with their numbers, and their points race shows it. Right now in the lead is our favorite village idiot, Ian Ericker with the Unstable. Second and third place is Don Haley's Tractor, separated just by a couple points here. Don Haley's Track Fever is in second with Nonsense coming up in third. Jason Michael with the Untamed is fourth. And Rick Wolf, newcomer to the class, with the One Too Many, is sitting in fifth place. Next, we'll go down to the small block class. Tyler Shives right now in the lead with the Bootlegger with Austin Stoner and Analyze This on his heels. Third place right now is Chris Litzy with the One Bad Bow Tie. Fourth goes to Derek Dice with the Mopar Magic 2. And rounding out the top five is Jared Stoner with his Ford that he calls the Silverback. And just one more class to go over here is going to be the 6,200 two-wheel drive class. Right now, sitting in the lead is going to be Jason Forrester and Eddie Ocker with the 8-up. Second place is Chelsea Forrester with her Spartan T-Bucket. Third place is Andy Forrester with the Turn Back the Clock. Fourth place is Ian Erickers, the Village Idiots. And rounding out the top five is John Foley with the Blessed. And I believe that is all that we have. Let me just double check the website here. Yep, that's it. We'll go over some pulls here after we go over Schuylkill.
Schuylkill. Schuylkill County Fair, Summit Station, Pennsylvania. And as I said in the beginning of the broadcast. Hey, it's been a month. I'm allowed to screw up. Great event. Very, very, very happy to have been there. Worked with everybody. It was awesome. So, first up was the 10,500 pound 466 hot farm tractors. Kendra.
Yes, we started off the night with the 10,500 pound 466 hot farm tractors. And I will be the first to admit that I did not get to watch most of this class because I wanted to go over and get some pretzels, get some stuffed pretzels. So I apologize to the guys. However, what I did see, they had some pretty good hooks. Taking the lead, once again, Doug Heyman. Guy's going to be putting a big pull on this weekend. He took the win with the Bulls binder going 347.43 feet. Man, put a hurting on him. Good for you, Doug. Second place went to Ray Norris with the Pack and Heat at 331.7.
She needs tires on her Jeep, Doug, just so you know.
I mean, I won't turn them down. Third place went to Brian Morrison, Mr. Thumbs Up, with the Shed Shaker going 326.77. Fourth place went to Kevin Windsor Sr. driving Ray Norris as well armed, going 324.36. Fifth place went to Nick Morrison, kept her between the lines last night, going 321.63. Sorry, Nick. Sixth place went to Alan Lynch with Betting on Green at 318.92. Seventh place went to Luke Gladhill with the Weapon X, going 304.54. And rounding out the class was Brad Peters with the Grub Killer, going 297.45.
You know, I'm gonna keep rubbing this in. But it's a black stripe binder of Nick's. I'm thinking we ought to replace that black stripe with the regular white international stripe. Anyway, I'm sorry, Nick. I apologize, buddy. I'm just messing with you. 6,200-pound modified four-wheel drive trucks were on hand next. First time hooking at the venue, and they put on one hell of a show. They really did. And I believe we had a first time winner in the class. I can't attest to that 100%, but I know he's a young, not necessarily a rookie driver, but a younger Kramer, Jackson Kramer, driving Supernatural, taking the win at 342.82. Good job, Jackson. Kramers keep on raising the winners, man. Pretty soon he's going to have a fleet of four-wheel drive trucks. He's going to need a couple haulers. And just kidding, Joe. Anyway, Troy Nels was second with Gone AWOL at 338.17. And I'm going to stop there and say that that team was a 3-truck team, and they are now down to 1 truck. The Jeep is the only thing left running, as rods have wreaked havoc on Killing Time, and unfortunately at Lebanon Fair, Michelle's truck split decision. So they're down to 1 truck for the year, unfortunately. Tough luck. Just stupid tough luck. Third was Will Hitchcock with Homewrecker, 334.51. Fourth, Wayne Tapscott Sr. with High Anxiety at 332.81. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth, I'm sorry, I cut my numbers off. Fifth was Billy Kramer with the Contender.
Numbered.
I know.
You said it cut off.
Cut it off on the front of it. The Contender, 332.52 is Billy Kramer. 6, RB Moeller to the Extreme at 331.17. RB been a pushrod. Had a rough time getting it shut down at the end of his run, but he did take it back to the hauler, had it fixed, and loaded back on the truck before they left for home. So, hey, that's dedication. 7th was Wayne Tapscott II with Tasmanian Terror 2 at 328.85. 8th was Caitlin Moeller with the Moeller Farm Chevrolet at 326.58. And rounding out the class, Tammy Ziegler with the Iron Butterfly at 326.45. She had a great run. Just, man, one of the nights for the Ziegler team. You can do the diesel trucks. I'll say one thing. A green truck won. That's all.
A green truck won.
A green truck won.
And you know what? I want to give a shout out. Tommy Hassler took the win with the Twisted Addiction at 323.96. And with that being his hometown pool, he actually paid admission for all of us.
Yes, he did.
Paid for everybody to pool that night. So thank you, Tommy. Thank you for everything you do for the fair and for the class last night there with paying all of our entry fees. Second place went to Norm Newswanger with a Chapter 11 going 322.23. Sorry,
still got the thumb in though, didn't he?
Third place went to Carl Ankowitz with the Living on the Edge going 318.37. Fourth place went to James Barter with the Barter Turbo Service Ford at 312.93. And fifth place went to Jeremy Denson with the 2 Disturbed going 309.72.
Can you believe it's 8:39 already? Jeez. We got to give Doug Hamus some airtime here.
Yeah.
Doug, you still here, buddy? Anyway, sorry. Last class up, the limited pro stock semis. 4 were on hand for the evening, and taking a win, Hank Oster with the Scrapper at 337.86. That's pretty good spanking. Second place, Jerry Martin with Inconvenience at 324.74. Third, Dave Greek with Pressure Time, 321.78. And Albert Brown was fourth with the Back in Black Mac, 306.15. Again, wonderful show. Thank you very much to the Schuylkill Haven track crew. All the people volunteers do a wonderful job. Again, I don't know what happened last year. This year was just great time. Fantastic. Hopefully we'll be there next year. I don't see why not. So good crowd. And the cool weather was so nice there yesterday evening. Oh my goodness. Kendra's on the phone.
I'm selling t-shirts.
Oh.
But yes, I was so very thankful that it was cooler. I think between Lebanon and Bel Air, I think the coolest temperature we felt well before the rain came was it had to be in the 90s. So
I
I
turned, yep,
thoroughly welcomed a 70-degree
I
eve.
turned the air conditioner off coming home last night, so
Yeah.
it was plenty cool enough with the vents open. So we have there's still a lot of pulling left, people. We have a tremendous amount of events that we can sit here and run them down the list, but I want to get to Doug Heyman's event here. Uh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce around that real quick.
They got a really good picture of Chris or of Corey's stress case on that flyer.
Yes. Really?
Yeah, because you can actually see the eagle.
I want to go ahead and skip to August since we're going to give Doug some time here.
Mm-hmm.
August 7th at 6 p.m., which is next Monday, at 6 p.m., the Berkeley County Youth Fair in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Because that's Troy Nails is pretty much does the track work and kind of the go-to person there for that event. The Super Stock Pro Stock tractors, modified four-wheel drive trucks, the Pro Stock. Sorry.
East Coast Diesel four-wheel drive trucks.
4x4 trucks and the 466 Hot Farm tractors will be on hand there. August 11th, the following Friday there that week at 6 p.m. we'll be at the Union County Western Fair in Laurelton, Pennsylvania. Super Stock Pro Stock tractors, modified four-wheel drive trucks, East Coast Diesel four-wheel drive trucks, 466 Hot Farm tractors, and the limited Pro Stock semis. And I am more than sure on August 11th they'll probably open the show with the Enhanced Farm from Snyder County. I guess I don't know. It's not on my schedule here, but I know in the past they have done that. August 20. I'm just going to finish that August real quick. August 25th at 6 p.m. at the West End Fair in Gilbert, Pennsylvania. The raised first modified 4x4 trucks will be there. Also, August 25th at 7 p.m., we go to the Grange Fair in Center Hall, Pennsylvania. The Super Stock Pro Stock tractors Friday night at 7 p.m., modified tractors, light Pro Stock tractors, and the following night, Saturday, August 26th at 7 p.m. at Center Hall, Super Stock Pro Stock tractors, modified tractors, 466 Hot Farm tractors, modified four-wheel drive trucks, and the limited Pro Stock semis. And I'm sure you have a bunch to go over, but we're going to get ready. We'll let you speak about yours, and then we're going to head to August 5th here quick and take a look at that Pulling for the Kids Shriners Benefit in Greensboro.
Yep, just go over a couple pulls coming up here. Interstate is actually off this coming up weekend. However, then we 100% dig right back into it. Again, August the 10th, we will be at Union County West End Fair with both of our mini classes, the small block truck class, and then a local minis combined class. Again, that's going to be 6:30 on August 10th. August the 12th, the night after the East Coast Pool. Again, at 6:30 p.m. at the Union County West End Fair. Going to be having 3 interstate classes, the 7700 Light Limited Turbo, 7800 Modified, 6200 two-wheel drive trucks, the Snyder County Hot Stock, the Snyder County 3.0 trucks, a 10,000-pound open class, a 8500 Limited Pro Super Farm, as well as the Run What You Brung trucks. August 19th, we also head to the Center Hall, the Grange Fair. Yes. Yeah, poor Sue. She said she needs a break. Like I said, the Light Limited class has been quite busy here the last couple weeks. But Sue is faring pretty well, sitting second place in points. Congratulations, Sue. Back to the interstate. August the 19th, one of my favorite pools that they go to is Harrisonburg, Virginia, the Rockingham County Fair. 7 o'clock will be the start of the interstate classes with the 4,500 small block trucks, 6,200 modified 4x4 trucks, 7,700 light limited, 7,800 modifieds, 8,500 mod turbo, 10,000-pound pro farm, 11,000-pound hot farms, and the 6,200 two-wheel drive trucks. That next Monday, we're at the Grange Fair again, 8,500 mod turbo, 7,800 mods, 7,700 light limiteds, and 4,500 small blocks. Gonna finish out the week here. August the 22nd, I'm sorry, Wednesday the 23rd, we will be in Luray, Virginia with the 7,800 mods, 8,500 mod turbo, 11,000 pound hot farm, and 10,000 pound pro farm. I think you mentioned Gilbert, Pennsylvania. Our interstate two-wheel drive truck class will also be there at the other West End Fair, we'll call it. And also that weekend will be the Jefferson County Fair Pool. Friday night, our light limited turbo tractors will be there, as well as a lot of local stuff. And on Saturday night, the 6,000 pound classic mods and the 4,500 small block trucks will be at the Jefferson County Fair. August the 26th will be Mont Alto. Big show going to be happening there. The 2050 big blocks, 1850 small block minis, 10,000 pound pro farm, 8,500 mod turbo, 6,200 two-wheel drive trucks, 8,500 wild street, and some farm stocks will be pulling all at Mont Alto. Phew, that's going to be a busy week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Wow.
But yes,
I think I remember running some of this particular upcoming amount of events back in the 2020 season. I came out.
I ran that.
A couple of the others.
I ran that many times, and we used to also go to Hartford, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
On the Tuesday between Center Hall and Luray. That's cool. I think one year I counted it up, and we traveled like 1,200 miles.
Oh yeah.
Within like 10 days. It was absolutely insane.
Yep.
But
it's
why
fair
do we do
season.
This again?
It's fair season, because it's fun.
Yep.
And it's family.
Yes.
That's good enough reason. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, you made Mont Alto very memorable in 2020, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I do. That's the pool nobody will ever let me forget. Everybody always forgets how well you do until you send a block out or a rod out the side of the block.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why Norm keeps saying that I can't drive, is because I broke it. I said yeah, and I also won one time too.
But you had a win with it.
For that,
time in the seat.
Yeah.
For that tractor, yeah. But yeah, plenty of pulling coming up, folks, and we're into the last 10 minutes of the show here. So I don't know if Doug is still around here. He might have got tired of waiting. I apologize. But coming up, I'm going to go ahead and add this to the stream here, and then we'll go to the other flyer. Where did it go? It's there, but I don't see it on her page. Okay, give me.
But what second. A beautiful flag!
Well, how about that? Well, let me try the other one then. That's really that's interesting. Anyway, Kendra,
will let me share my screen? Let's see if I can share.
That is really weird. I've never had that happen before. Let's see. Stop screen. Okay, let me try again.
Can we see it? Technical.
Mine will not show.
There.
Yours shows. So that's
there we
fine.
Go.
It's a little smaller, but that's okay. This is the a flyer that Tara Moore Brittner makes up for the events that's upcoming. August 5th, 2023. That's this Saturday, 7 p.m. Pulling for the kids, the Shriners Benefit Pool with Doug Heyman and the crew. Put on at Greensboro. This will be the second annual. And I'm going to get ready to pull up his flyer if it will show. Darn it. Let me see what I can do here. But, this is...
do I need to stop sharing?
No. You're safe. Now, let me see if it'll work. Nope. I don't know why, but I can't share screens tonight. On it. This is anyway. I'm gonna keep this one up so I can read it. August 5th, 2023. Tickets are $15 per person, and this is at the Greensboro Volunteer Fire Department, 13781 Greensboro Road, Greensboro, Maryland 21639. Six and under are free. Main event will begin at 7 o'clock. Doug, if you're in the chat, is there something going on prior to 7 o'clock? And that is a question because I'm seeing main event 7 o'clock. So I know last year they had antique pulling prior to that, but I think Delmarva is in Pocomoke City, Maryland, that day. I could be wrong. I'm looking. You bet, Dustin. Yeah, you guys are coming off a win there, if I remember. So defending champion at Greensboro. So he's sending me a link here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I have it. I have it downloaded, but I can't share it here. Doug, I get. Is there anything going on? No antiques this year, so there's nothing going on prior to 7 p.m. start time. I'm assuming you'll answer. I'm sure. 466 hot farm tractors, the super stock, pro stock tractors for the first time ever as a East Coast Pro pulling class will be at the event, the venue. Period. They've never had super pros there. Okay, yes, that means there's no pulling till 7 p.m. Okay. Modified tractors, that's the 7,500 pound modified tractors, limited pro stock semi, and then the modified four wheel drive trucks. Is there anything else I can't see? Well, I got the schedule from me. What's wrong with me?
I was like, didn't you just read the schedule? Clearly, I wasn't paying attention because I don't remember.
Yes. Super stock, pro stock tractors, their first time ever at Greensboro. Modified four-wheel drive trucks, 466 hot farm tractors, 7,500 pound modified tractors, and the limited pro stock semi trucks. No diesel trucks this year. So, at this particular event, but this is the second annual, and I wish I could show you the banner, but it's not there. It will. You know something, Doug? You might be onto something here. Maybe that will come up for me. Kendra, talk. I'll be right back.
Kendra, talk. Just put me on the spot. No, diesel trucks are not there this year. I think we were a little late getting the classes selected, and one of our guys could not make it. So since it was added after the point season started, they did ask us, and one of our drivers couldn't make the pool this year. Kind of bummed we won't be there. We had a lot of fun when we were in Greensboro earlier. At any time there's a benefit pool, you always feel a little guilty that you can't be there. So yes. Hopefully they still raise a heck of a lot of money. Hopefully it'll work out for us to be there next year at the third annual Shriners Benefit.
I'm trying.
Having some serious
show.
While you're on there, I did want to give a quick shout out too for the Snyder County guys. They have a lot of pools coming up. We already discussed the West End Fair. They will also be at Beast of the East in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. We were there it was just 2 weeks ago, I guess we were there for the East Coast. Feels like longer than 2 weeks. Or no, was it just last week? It was just last week.
We were just there.
We were literally just there. It feels like a lot longer ago. Not because of pulling, just because of work and everything. Anyway, August the 12th, Beast of the East, the Snyder County classes that will be there are the 2.6 and the 3.0 Limited Pro trucks. They will also be running a non-points Run What You Brung class. August the 19th, they will also be at the Grange Fair in Center Hall. They'll be there on the 19th as well as the 25th. Hot Stock will be there both nights, and Hans Farm will just be there on the 19th. And then we get back into...
I give up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doug. I cannot get that other screen to share. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to look into that. See what happens. You take a month off. It's
He
crazy.
forgets what he's doing, people. It'll
No,
be all
no,
right.
I'm doing it right. You see it. It's supposed to be showing there, but it's not showing. What? Nope. That doesn't do me anything. Full screen layout. Nope. That doesn't work either. Well, doggone it. Oh, we tried. I don't know why it's not showing. Uh, anyway, it's a great event. Pulling for the kids, and I know they had a very good event last year. Had plenty of pullers, and I know they raised some good money, and they want to do that again this year. And I may try to do something Friday evening. Come on here, quick live, and maybe by then I'll have it all working. And I figure I don't understand what's going on. Something the one screen's not communicating with the other. It's trying to bring it up, but it won't show up. So
Is the regular website down?
as in what website?
I was gonna say your website
Oh,
or
oh, there was an issue with the domain. It's taken care of. It'll come back. There was an issue with the domain name. Yep, never fails. It's always something. No, the regular website should be working fine. The domain name was there was an issue with that, and we got that resolved. So I'm going to look at that right now. It's got me worried. Working without a net. Yep, came up for me. Okay, that's good. Came up for me, buddy. Okay. Anyway, apologize for all this hoopla here, Doug. Doug and them, they do a fantastic job. I'm just repeat. I'm being repetitive. I can't say it enough. The good that they do for the Shriner children's pool, and it works out really good. So again, only an evening event at 7 p.m. East Coast Pro Pooling, and please come out, support it. Uh, the money is definitely needed, and believe me, after the month of medical crap I've been through with my father, money's needed. So it's they put it to good use. Adam Drought's another. Adam was going to be with us tonight. Hopefully, he'll be here next week. He had a pretty hard sock come his way here recently, and insurance companies can really aggravate you. And I shouldn't even get into this topic, but Adam's had to go back to work, so I don't know if he wanted that back out or not, but he didn't have a choice. He had to go back to work, uh, so we're going to have him on here. He's going to be taking care of the New York ESP stuff for us here. So if if he's feeling good enough for it and he has the time to do it, so. But Doug, definitely looking forward to coming down there. Hopefully you do a nice sunshine dance. And how about some cool weather like we had last night? That would be fantastic.
yeah, if it could be 72 degrees and
Okay.
slight breeze and just a few clouds in the sky. That's
Yep.
that's all we like.
Absolutely, absolutely. And by all means, if you've never let's talk about Greensboro. If you've never been to Greensboro, fantastic place, and they get better and better every time. The track better and better every time we hook on it. Uh, and it really isn't that bad. It just gets better. Jim Harvey and the crew do a fantastic job, as do a lot of our other crews. And I highly recommend you put that on your bucket list and make a long weekend out of it. It ain't that far from Ocean City, really.
No.
Come make a big weekend of it, and make sure you stop in Saturday at 7 p.m. 6 and under are free. Tickets are $15 per person, and that's at 13781 Greensboro Road, and Greensboro, Maryland. That's Route 313. So, absolutely do it. Yes, you bet, Dustin. It is awesome there. I love it because it's flat. You gotta walk up hills to do anything. No, it's really the people there are superb. Again, Doug, hats off to you guys for doing this, pulling for the kids. Pulling for the kids. Kids are very important. So everybody's important. So that's all I wish we could have got Doug on here again. All this was last minute today. I wasn't sure uh, if we were going to have a show, and I almost was late then. Actually, we were late getting started, but we made it. Just one of these.
So we're still here. That's what counts.
And if there was something else that needed to be said, I apologize because I don't remember. I'm just ready for life to get back to normal here. So that's all I really have. Be at Greensboro this Saturday, 7 p.m. Damn it. Be there. How's that, Doug? I'll put it right to the point. Please come and support it. Please. And they get good crowds there, so they got room for you. Come on down. That's it. Tell us.
That's all I got.
Oh, come on. I know better.
Actually, if anybody wants a Smoke and Pickle t-shirt, I'm your girl. $25 a piece. And if I sell all the t-shirts, Norm will be nice to me.
Just thought about what I forgot. He is darn lucky that share screen is not. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. If anybody wants a Chapter 11 t-shirt, we have them fresh in stock. I just sat out here and sorted them all tonight. That is not why I asked it to be pushed back to 7 or to 8, but it was a benefit of it. I didn't think I was going to get that done tonight. So see us at any of the polls that we will be at in the near future.
Support your local pickle.
Yes. Support me. It was my idea to get the t-shirts. If we don't sell them, he'll get angry, and nobody wants to see him get angry.
Norm don't get angry. I've seen him dance. He don't get angry. Coming soon to your computer screen. You're going to see the one grand pickle dance coming soon. It really is comical. It is comical. I hope he's got a good sense of humor.
He does.
He does, absolutely. Okay, it's 9:03. We almost made an hour. We got a minute and a half.
So till you find the right button to push it off, it'll be an hour.
Are you implying something, young lady?
I am. I'm 100% implying it.
Guess what? There it is. I'm ready to go.
I will
that's
say
the wrong one. I'm wrong.
Yeah, we're almost through the weeknight polls, which definitely helps with the sleep deprivation through the week.
Yeah. So again, get out and support a local truck and tractor pool near you. If you don't mind traveling, get down to Greensboro, Maryland this Saturday at 7 p.m. Help out a great cause. Help out Doug Heyman and the crew, the fire company, and pulling for the kids. That's all I gotta say is pulling for the kids. And we'll probably, if my schedule allows, I'll try to get back on here Friday later in the day and hit y'all up again about it. So that's all I got. Up. 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just going to reiterate. Go out, support a local fair. The fairs need all the help they can get.
Yes. This day and age, you bet. You bet. I hope you have better luck than Bel Air does. That's
also,
sure.
Bel Air needs more ice cream at their establishment.
They need electric at their establishment after that storm. They were out of electric for 2 days. They had to cancel.
Sold pipes.
They actually canceled the fair the next day. They had to.
Yeah, I saw that.
They did have the cattle auction, but they didn't. That's all they had. So they were running.
Yeah, Schuylkill needs better ice cream too. They were a little laxy daisy. I'm gonna start a petition. We're an ice cream truck pulling, loving bunch.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Okay, we're done rattling on here. Doug, thanks for chiming in when you could. We got another comment here real quick. Hold on. You better get him on here because it's Clint. Yes, I'm taking care of him, buddy, best we can. It's uh, he's in good hands. I'm very confident in the place he's at right now. So he's the best in the county. That's what I've been told. One of the best in the county. So yay! Hopefully, hopefully things get better here very soon. Okay, I found the button, Kendra. So we're gonna get out of here, and Lord willing,
How
we'll
you
be
ready to
here.
do my wave?
Lord willing, we'll be back here next Wednesday, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Okay, it'll be 7 or 8. We'll let you know. So, you know, whatever works. So,
Yep.
all good. I just don't want to go any later than 8. Okay. Till then, get out, support a pool near you, and come out, support Greensboro, Maryland. Pooling for the kids. Until then, see you.
Bye.
Thanks for joining in. Like, subscribe, share. Hit that thumbs up. It's very important. Keeps us going here with YouTube. See ya. Maybe.